Don't start that.
I did. Oh wait, we need to do the song first, and then we need a sync clap. Intro song, please, Abby.
Live from the volunteers room, Abi and Dave, Radio Control Podcast.
Sync clap. Nice. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of the podcast.
That work forces.
You feeling a little bit like a rapist?
Yeah.
With your microphone. Hey, we're both here. We're both sick. That's probably all we're going to talk about this week.
Yeah.
It's
but
our
that
whole
is
lives.
something I wanted to talk about. How scary and horrific is it that you can just get sick and you don't know? Like, if there weren't doctors, you wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, and
in fact, they don't know what to do. My doctor didn't know.
And if you hadn't gone through sickness before, you might think that every sickness was you dying.
I do. I still do.
I mean, you still do. But you know what I mean? If you were new to the world, you'd never seen anyone get sick or knew that it was a thing, and then suddenly you got a cold, you'd be like, oh my God, what this? Like, you wouldn't think it's just going to pass in a couple of days. You'd be like, oh, I'm dying.
This is me.
I'm on my way out.
It's so crazy and scary,
Yeah, it is a bit
like
scary.
Like having a sickness that no one knew, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, so that
like on Shortland Street at the minute.
And Orphan Black. I don't know, I haven't seen it.
Yes.
Delphine.
Delphine Casima.
But no one knew.
No one knows how to fix it.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
But that is why we are doing episode 2 weeks from episode 1.
Yeah,
because Abby
I
was gone the whole week.
Man, I felt so terrible for taking so much time off, but I just couldn't even,
No, you weren't questioned for a second. It was
good.
Like,
I was
she's
really
sick.
glad because I felt so bad. First day, just a sore throat. I was going to the doctor anyway for my 3-monthly get more medicine.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I might as well get him to look at my sore throat. He's like, well, there's nothing really to see. It's just a little bit red down there. I'll give you some antibiotics. And then the next day I was super snotty and had a chesty cough, but felt like not terrible. But I couldn't like talk good or anything. And the next day was also the same. And then that night I threw up, and Wednesday was horrific. I slept all day, like it was real.
It really got you.
Like my skin hurt, and it was horrific, mate. Thursday still wasn't so great. Friday just model through it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are having it.
Have you changed the saying model through it to model? Or is that what the saying is?
That's my saying.
Because I thought it was muddle through it.
Oh, that might be one, but I say model through it. Like, you just have to be like...
Yeah, I kind of like your version better. Like, muddle through it means you're not really doing a great job, but model through it is just like, even if I'm sick, I'm gonna strike a pose.
Model through this. I
like
think
that.
Tegan and Sarah said it once, and I thought that was so crack up and true.
Maybe they've changed it.
Like, model through it.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Just got to model through it. So, you were sick. You're still a little bit sick.
Like I'm still
coming out
coughing up the snots, eh?
I am 3 days into a sore throat, and that's kind of all that's hitting me at the moment. Hopefully it will be all that hits me.
With the colloidal silver, thanks
But Chrissy Braid.
She's so good to us.
So lovely. Heard that we were sick on the radio. Heard us talking about her solution, the silver solution, which this is called, and popped up and saw us and brought us. You're not gonna. Are you gonna have some?
Sure. I'll have a dabble.
Yeah. So we're gonna try it out.
Colloidal silver. My nan swears by it.
Nan swears by
Puts it on everything.
On everything.
Like if you've got a cat, she's got some in a spray bottle.
Oh, okay.
She's got some in a spray bottle. She's got some in like where you can tip it in your drinks.
I thought you meant like she'll drop it onto her food. Probably would.
She probably totally would. My nan is like that. So crack up.
So I'm having a go at it now. Yeah. Just in a bit of water.
And how does it taste, Dave?
It just tastes like water.
Yep.
Like, not even,
Slightly
can't even taste it.
metallic.
No, it's like
Nothing,
it's just
just
like a
water.
glass of water. So
But it could potentially just be water, but, we'll see what happens.
if it fixes me, even if it's placebo fixes me, I'm happy. So
I will try to fix you.
yeah, so we'll
Let's
keep
see
you
what
updated on that.
happens.
We'll tell you next week whether that actually did anything. Chris has to say, she's like, I don't really know if it works, but you wouldn't really know because you just get over your thing. But maybe you basically have to go, well, maybe
Must
if
have
I
been
hadn't
it.
done that, I would have had this for 2 more days. And
Yeah.
that really sucks. So
That's all good, mate.
always count your lucky stars and make sure you value when you are healthy.
Yeah.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Blue Edwards of the Milwaukee Bucks.
It would be so crack up if it actually was brought to us by him.
A guard forward from drafted in 1989.
Mm.
Rookie year, averaged 8.9 points a game. Not too bad. Thanks, Blue. We'll just put that back there. That's his card.
Coming up to the elections,
Yes.
20th of September.
Oh, I didn't actually know the date. Okay, 20th of September, so I need to be ready to vote then. We have some voting booths down here, I believe.
At Mass
up here,
University.
yeah, Mass University.
We won't be at Mass University.
On the day.
No.
It's a Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So everyone can vote, in theory.
It's so crazy. Why don't they just do it on the internet?
It is on the internet.
Can you vote online?
I believe so, but people are saying don't rely on it because it's the first year and it might be quite shaky. But I thought there was something about voting online.
They should be, because that's how you get the youth. Is they ain't going to go down to your local school and cast their vote.
No, I went to Te Manua last year to do mine.
That's fun. We should
It was
go.
the closest one
We
to my work.
should go,
We go together
to
and do
the
a video.
funnest voting
The
location.
funnest place.
Yeah.
Lollipops.
They should have one.
That's what I think
So-
of when I think of fun.
Crack up.
Lollipops.
Kids Republic's pretty good.
Mm.
Or Inflatable World.
Mm. If either of those places have voting booths, we're going
We're
there.
there.
Yeah.
Have a vote, have a play.
Yeah. So we have both done. What was it called?
On the Fence.
On the Fence.
It's a website, onthefence.co.nz, and it asks you, there's 17 sets of 2 questions.
Yeah, I can't vouch for it.
Oh, no.
But the idea is it asks because I've done those sort of things before, but it's always really in depth and really long.
Oh, no, these are just 2 quick questions, and you say, nah, bro, or yeah.
Like, no way, nah, bro. Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real
bro,
crack up.
or
And then in
hard
between
out.
each 2 questions, there's like this crack up sheep that
Says
says
a
something
fact about-
funny,
yeah.
somethings.
So it's definitely a bit of a fun way to do it, but it's quick and easy, and it comes up with the top 3 parties that they
That
think
would-
best represent your
Yeah.
views.
Mine were Māori Party, Labour, and New Zealand First.
Yeah, and I got Labour, Internet Mana, and Māori. And it's that Māori Party in there was interesting. Not that I don't think they represent me, but I never even thought.
Yeah,
that it would
no,
be an option
neither.
for me.
I would never have considered it ever.
But when you think about it, they could easily have the best policies for you. It's just that they're
Yeah.
because it's in the name or something. You kind of assume that it's more based around the needs of Māori people, but. It's for everyone. I mean, every party is for everyone.
Yeah.
You can't just aim at one group. You have to,
It's so crazy, though. This is my first year voting, and I'm like, I don't know, mate.
But yeah.
'Cause I don't
it's-
really-
The onus is on you to know, though.
I know, I don't really understand politics or whatever, but websites such as that On the Fence is quite good to have a look at.
Handy to at least see where you should be looking
And
first.
then after they tell you that, you can scroll down and see what each party.
We'll see what your most appropriate party for each issue
Yeah.
is. Because the 2 questions have a overlying theme. So there's economy in 2 questions, but which is interesting because you wouldn't think you could cover it in 2 questions. But that's the idea of that one is to do
Yeah.
it quickly and simply and. Yeah, so it's 2 questions on the economy and 2 questions on the environment and 2 questions on
Internet.
internet. Yeah, lots of things. Privacy. Basically the hot issues, the 17 hottest issues, they do a bit of a thing on. So
Crazy times.
mm,
We had Pani from the Internet Mana come and talk to Control. They got
Yeah.
in touch with us, eh?
they did. They hit us up, which is obviously they know.
Well-
I mean, that's the idea with them. They can reach sort of students and the youth vote, and that's what they're aiming at. It seems, and that's
And they were.
fantastic.
She was saying about just vote, basically.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
what they
she
want
wasn't
you
telling
to
you to necessarily to vote
yeah,
for her, but just
Internet
do
Mana, you just should vote.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, that's the only way you're going to get changes, because the non-voters don't vote for anyone. You know, like, non-voters aren't going to vote for anyone.
Yeah.
And the people who are going to vote are going to go, like, Labour or National, pretty much. And there's other parties.
it always surprised me the amount of people that I knew that absolutely hated National. And
Yeah.
then National flies in, and you wonder why it is. And I think really now that some of me was like, maybe it's because I surround myself with people who I ideologically have similarities with.
Yeah.
But that is probably true. But also, I think that I know a lot of young people, and a lot of young people don't vote. Not even like can't vote, but I mean young people who can vote that don't.
Don't vote. I know, it's crazy, eh?
If you really don't like the current government, you have to vote. I mean, if you don't, and a lot of your friends think the same as you, maybe they're not going to as well, and then it's useless.
Well, it's crazy to have an opinion slightly, but still not vote. Just because, like, whatever.
Mm.
Just do it. I'm just doing it. You know, I'll have a look round.
Yeah,
But may as well. You've got the right to vote, and that's really cool too.
yeah. Old Kate wouldn't be happy if you
That's
didn't use
cracker.
your right.
That's funny, eh?
Mm.
that
What?
woman couldn't vote.
Yeah.
Funny.
And that a New Zealand woman led the charge on
Sup, bitch, let
Yeah,
us
on us.
vote. Is
Yeah.
that what she said?
pretty much, I think so. Yeah, those were pretty much her words.
Quote, eh?
Sup, bitch, let us vote. Old Kate Shepherd on your $10 note.
Yeah.
Every
A
time
lovely
you look at that $10
hairdo.
note, she does. Classic of the time. 1890s, wasn't it?
I don't know. So that's all happening 20th of September. Enroll to vote.
Mm.
And also people have been saying the way that enrollment people have been dealing, like they write you a letter saying, you're enrolled to vote. If things on this are fine, don't send it back. Everything is good.
Yeah.
I don't know, the way they do it is a bit weird too. Like, if something's wrong, I wouldn't write back and send it back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sort of. Yeah, so it's people that ignore it are just enrolled wrongly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a little bit. But they have to. The idea is to make
Oh,
it as super
for
easy
sure.
as possible, and I guess that's probably.
Yes,
if,
yes.
if you ignore it, you're probably not going to vote, so it doesn't really matter that your details are slightly wrong.
Another thing, do you think that orange man, the orange enrolled to vote man,
Yeah.
is an effective?
Is he still doing it? Because I don't have TV, and he
I
was a
think
TV guy.
so.
I know they're still orange. I don't know if the guy is still.
I think he's still around.
Okay.
With the emoticon face, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if they were trying to get the youth vote with that. It's not effective.
no.
But he is definitely like. I mean, we know him as the person who is the voting guy. So I mean, as far as branding goes, they
I just think
did what
it's
they were
so
trying
funny.
to. But it is quite funny, eh? He's a interesting fella.
He's all globby, eh? Like, he can transform.
Whose voice was it too?
I don't know.
I think it's the TV guy. I think like a guy that's on TV or yeah.
It's just so funny that they're like, we need a mascot. What about someone like smooth lines, can easy going?
Change his face however he wants to.
What are you?
Something that speaks to the kids though. Oh, they like emoticons.
Let's make his face
An emoticon.
the 2 dots and a closed bracket.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think he has a name too,
Yeah.
but I can't remember.
We'll look
it.
him up. That's so cracker.
Do you remember the mouse from that?
Sorted.
Yeah, sorted.org.
Yeah. And there's this other loan company.
Yeah.
Not loan. I think they do life insurance and normal insurance. And he's a sloth and he's so crack up. He's on his
Yeah.
little computer and
Yeah.
he goes, oh, it's a cup of tea. And then he asks for more of a mug because he can't get his 3 little fingers in the cup
Yeah.
of tea. Huh?
So life insurance is funny.
Yeah. My friend Ashley, who I love, she's probably my best friend. She got talked into covered so much life insurance. I'm like, mate, cover your funeral maximum and then you're fine. But
She's. Do you mean the one at your birthday party?
yeah,
She's so young.
I know. But it was like a
life
deal with her bank. She
Yeah.
could get like a pretty good rate for like $20 a fortnight or something. And I was like, you're going to have so much life insurance.
Yeah.
And it's just so
If
funny.
you just put that $20 away, you're going to have more than probably the life insurance cover.
What do you think's funny about life insurance?
It's just odd to kind of to be like insuring your death. It's a weird thing. I mean, it makes sense. I think what is more funny is funeral plans and the way they sell them as infomercials. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to die soon.
And
Well,
it's all on just Channel 1.
yeah.
The
And
signal
during,
ads.
like, the Good Morning
Yeah,
show
yeah.
and stuff. When
I think funeral cover, though, is super good because funerals can be so expensive. And if that's, like, out of the way, I mean...
yeah,
But it is weird that you're like...
yeah, it's just funny that they're pitching to people who are like, yeah, I'm probably going to check out pretty soon. I might put a bit of money down. But it's smart. It's just
Yeah.
weird to be marketing to
Yeah,
people.
yeah. But I guess it's the only way to go.
Old late night big breakfast. I don't know if you know. Do you know Moon TV?
Nah,
Lee
never.
Hart?
Yeah,
you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
And so they've got a new show called Late Night Big Breakfast, which is them doing a breakfast show, but it's at 10:30 or 10 p.m. at night. And it's basically like kind of making fun of the Good Morning show,
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. And they do a bit where they advertise the Late Night Big Breakfast funeral plan, and I think it said, no need to worry about gate crashes or getting the wrong finger food. We've got it covered. You know, it's like
Yeah,
such a
you're
funny-
awake, eh?
yeah, it's so fun. It's such a funny thing to be considering. Like, I've got to make sure my funeral's okay.
It's so quick. Imagine that. Imagine having brunch at your wake.
Yeah,
That'd be the way to go, eh?
breakfast foods.
Yeah, for everyone. French toast dippers.
Oh, French toast dippers.
Like I'm thinking finger food.
When is Parks and Recreation back?
I
Abby?
totally thought you were going to say, when's your funeral? I don't know. I haven't even watched this last season. Naughty, eh?
Oh, you didn't catch it. You're not up to date.
No.
Oh, Abby.
I stopped watching because Leslie's husband
Mm.
annoys me like crazy.
He's annoying on almost every show he's on. He never plays like a normal, easy to get along with guy. So I started to think
And
it
his
might
face
be him.
is ugly and annoying.
His face is quite annoying. But in the show, it makes sense that Leslie would be with him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ben, eh?
yeah.
But no, I don't know when that's coming back. But
I was upset that old Rob Lowe and Thingy
Rashida Jones.
Yeah, Rashida Jones were on
Gone.
their way out. But
whatever.
what are you watching at the moment?
Don't judge me, but I've just started
never.
watching Rookie Blue.
Rookie Blue.
It's about
Was it an Australian cop show?
not Australian,
Cop show, though,
American. Yeah.
I think I saw that advertised.
I watched it. I'm watching it because it's doable and there's a lot of seasons and I just want to show. And let's be real. I've seen on Tumblr that one of them turns into a lesbian. And it's just nice to have a character that you can relate to.
Yeah.
So I have to get to like season 5 to get there. But knowing it's going to happen
Yeah,
is a positive.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm still waiting on Parks, and I'm still waiting on Always Sunny to come back. Masters of Sex is back. I know you hate talking about that show, but
It's all good.
there's a lesbian on that show.
Well, yeah.
I just wanted to see if you'd consider it if there was.
I would.
I feel like there is, but Let me just skip over that, and we'll talk about it later. 'Cause I can't actually remember, and I don't
But that's the crack up thing. I was talking to this guy and this lady who are a lovely couple, and they love TV shows like I do. And I was like, I watch terrible TV shows because there's like either pretty people in it or like a lesbian in it or whatever. He's like, just watch old fashioned porn with a good storyline and it's like the same thing. I was like, oh my gosh. No.
To watch that as a show, like as a storyline, it would be hilarious.
It would be crack up. But
I'm also watching a show called Nathan For You.
yes, we watched that last night,
last night,
It
which we
was
really
really funny.
Yeah, I loved the first season, and then it was one that I didn't check sort of when it was coming back, and it came back all at once. So, well, it didn't, but to me it did. So I got 7 episodes at once. Knocked out, but it's still coming. That show is really good.
Funny, so well done.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Orange Is the New Black? Did you get into that?
No. Lesbian show.
Yeah. Wow.
Is that why you picked it up? It was actually really popular. Like everyone was going off about it. So
it's actually just like a really good show, and I mean it's a woman's prison, so you're gonna get lesbians in it anyway. But no, it's just a really good show, eh?
Yeah.
And it went off on the internet.
Yeah.
I think it went off on the internet because the whole seasons, both first and second season, all came out on one day, and kids on the internet love that.
Yeah.
They love binge watching.
Yeah, because it was a Netflix show made for Netflix, wasn't
it?
Yeah. So they released them all at once.
Yeah.
So you can binge watch them.
It's so crack up.
It's good of them.
Real good of them.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to do that with the second season, and they did.
All at once.
All at once. It's crazy.
Let you do it on your own time. Because, I mean, with Netflix, it's not a schedule, so
it
makes sense.
Why don't we get it? Why aren't we allowed it?
It's to do with the advertising that they have on there.
Oh.
And the advertising has to be based around American stuff.
That's
so they
silly.
They can't have the advertising from there.
Yeah.
I think that's why, because all of our internet providers block it. Because you can get it on your browser and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can still sign up, I think. But it is apparently coming to New Zealand.
That would be good.
That would be quite good.
Because you can watch it on your TV too or something, eh?
Yep. Yeah. You can watch it on your TV. You get a little box, I think, and a Netflix box, and it connects to the internet. But I would be very happy because I could do it on my Xbox, which is in my TV.
Yeah.
Or on my computer. Because we don't have the aerial. Or
no, not the aerial.
No.
It's crazy we went digital TV, eh?
To what? Oh, digital. I thought you said jittle. To jittle TV.
No, to digital.
I
mean, it was bound to happen, but it's like, you can't watch it with your bunny ears anymore.
Yeah, that bit is kind of crazy, is that you need a thing. But I guess you needed bunny ears.
Yeah.
So it's just a different thing that you need.
But you could put a coat hanger in it.
Yeah, it was a little bit more rugged and easy to do that way. But
you know what's also crazy?
What?
Fibre. I got fibre installed. So
internet.
Yeah, so not only internet but TV. We got fibre TV. We got Vodafone TV now.
Yeah.
So and phone. So 2 times the box has been down, and that means no TV, phone, or internet, and it's crazy.
True, you can't do anything. How long does it go down for?
It was down for so long once, like all night, and then
Is it quick though, the internet?
I don't see the difference.
Okay. Because it was hailed as this big, amazing, fantastic thing, and I was always sort of like,
I don't see the difference to like unlimited broadband.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe
Maybe it's the potential. Maybe we don't have the thing that's pushing fast internet down, fibre yet.
Yeah.
But installing the fibre is what's going to make it possible to have faster internet.
But them installing it was such a big thing. Like they have to lay all the pipes to get to the house, and then they have to go under the house and put it all up. And we didn't pay nothing for all that.
Yeah.
So it must totally be worth their while to do it.
Yeah. It's interesting though. We have terrible internet compared to the world, or to the
I know.
first world.
It's crazy, eh?
Like America, it's miles faster and miles cheaper.
I
And
love
here,
the internet though.
I do as well.
But I was
struggle
thinking,
without it.
imagine even us, but I was thinking kids these days, imagine them having to deal with dial-up speed, like
Yeah,
knowing that. I don't even think I could do it.
I don't think I
But
could anymore either.
like kids who've never experienced dial-up.
I would stop. The other thing is, if it went to dial, like if it was like a big, if there was a fire at the internet factory and we all had to go back to dial,
Yeah.
the pages nowadays take so much
Oh
more
my
bandwidth.
gosh.
So imagine loading a page from today
Nah.
on dial-up speed. Like back then, you look back and all the websites were so much simpler, but that's because
They had to
to
be.
be, or else it would take a week to load it.
Oh
So
my gosh.
imagine
loading like a Facebook page.
jumping on YouTube. Like YouTube wasn't really a thing on dial-up because
Nah.
there was no point. It would take an hour to load the video.
I remember first experiencing YouTube. My sister listened to that. Oh, I wish I was a punk rock girl on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this looks like such a virusy website. Like, what is this?"
Yeah. Oh, funny. I don't know what would have been my first YouTube.
It's just so cricket. YouTube.
Mm.
It's huge tube.
Yeah. I remember it being very small.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just funny videos.
And
the
I
day.
think it was hard to upload to back in the day too.
No one blogged, and it wasn't really
No.
much music. It was mostly just fun, like viral videos.
So cricket.
It would have been harder to upload to. I did I made cartoons on Paint and put them on YouTube.
That is so funny. Did you ever use Pivot?
No, what's that?
This like freeware stick man, and he had dots at each of his like joints, and you could move him around and make movies with Pivot. It
Oh
was
yeah.
so
No,
cricket.
I would make a thing on Paint and then like make a bunch of slides and then put them in Movie Maker quite quickly
oh
together.
my gosh, that's so cracker.
Yeah. They're called Birdie the Broom. It was a broom with a face and a personality. Don't like this. I did the voice as well.
Is it still on there?
It's still around. I can show you some.
I'd like that.
I might. I don't know if it might be unlisted.
Yeah.
But if it's around on YouTube, I'll also link one in the description. On YouTube.
Plug yourself.
Not plug myself, but I want people to be able to.
That would be so crack
join in
up
the
if
fun
it
with us.
suddenly like blew up and you had to start making all these.
It's pretty funny, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
It's like a minute long episode.
Yeah.
There's about 6 episodes.
It's so
And a
crack.
cliffhanger, which was never unhung.
Oh my
'Cause I
gosh.
gave up.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you make cartoons? Did you make fun stuff when you were a kid? What was your...
We had the demo version of Nickelodeon Movie Maker,
Yeah.
and it
I
had
don't know what that is, but...
Ren and did you know, like, did you have Windows 3D Movie Maker? The demo version came, I think, on most computers, and you had this big fat man and this little skinny woman, and you could set the scene and animate this car driving along. Oh my gosh, it was insane. We'd love it so much, and it would take us like an hour to make like a 10-second clip, and we'd show Mum, and she'd be like, "Oh, cool!" And you could add music and sound effects and make the car disappear into the wall. We had a trial version of the Nickelodeon one, and it had Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life, and you could animate it, and it was so cracker.
That's just all that is ringing a bell to me is Storybook Weaver, which we did at school, which was like clip art GIFs that moved and stuff, and you'd set them up on a scene, and then you'd write a story, and you'd make the picture out of clip art GIFs that moved and stuff. That was like intermediate. That was a computer class was making a story on Storybook Weaver.
That's so cracker.
Mm.
Carmen Sandiego. Did you play Carmen Sandiego?
Yep. Never good at it. Don't think I ever won a game. Never
No,
found it.
neither. I think my dad and my sister smashed it out once we rented it from the library.
Oh yeah.
And like just did it all, but it made me really scared.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're talking about that game in Encarta that made you scared as well.
Yeah,
Eh?
because you didn't know if there was going to be a scary person around the corner.
Yeah, and they're going to ask you difficult questions. It's gonna be tough.
I never knew the question. I couldn't read really, but I just didn't like it. But there was a game on there where you could match the instruments to the country. That was fun.
That one was great. Encarta had some great.
And
fun.
like those, like 10-second song clips. There was like Elvis and stuff.
Yeah. Oh
and
man,
like,
we should get a copy of Encarta.
Yeah.
See if I can download Encarta for my PC.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Other one at school was Lemmings. We played a lot of Lemmings.
Oh, we lived with a guy called Andrew lived with us, and he had a Mac. He's been a Mac man since like the beginning, and it was one of those coloured laptop Macs.
Yeah.
And he'd bring it home in the weekends, and there was Lemmings, and we adored Lemmings.
It was so good, eh? It was quite tough. It got quite tough. It's a puzzle game.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
You have to get them all down safely, eh?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's so, and there was also this dinosaur game where you could fly and stuff. But
Oh, Nanosaur.
I don't know.
Yeah, Nanosaur was on the Macs as well. Yeah. Memories there.
It's so crazy though. And then on the old computers, you had Paint, and if you were lucky, that 3D pinball. I loved 3D pinball.
Yeah.
And Minesweeper.
Oh,
Hearts and
Spider Solitaire.
Spider Solitaire and just normal Solitaire.
Great stuff.
Never could understand Solitaire. Then I understood it, and it's so cool.
Mm.
And then when you win and the cards all jump on your screen.
Yeah. Well, we just spent 10 minutes reminiscing about games, and we've come to the end of our podcast.
This is good.
That's it.
Elections, games, and being sick.
Yeah. Great topics.
Great topics.
We will see you next week, properly next week this time, as long as I don't get the same sickness.
You won't, not with your colloidal silver, mate.
Colloidal silver will solve it all. Thank you, Chrissy. And if you think you're interesting, contact us. We want a guest in here.
To people.
Actually, we can say that, but I think we need to probably chase some people up. But
yeah.
we'll endeavour to have a guest for you next week, hopefully.
It'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Cut.